Hello, everyone. This is Phil Scap with Stained Glass Stories. Kind of just doing a spontaneous stream in the middle of the night here, just because I'm usually up in the middle of the night anyway. But wanted to share some more Magic the Gathering, since it seems like a few of you really enjoyed that. And I wanted to show off some of my favorite decks that I've built so far. So here we go. I've got a few I'm enjoying. This one is based off the Selesnya Conclave. Let me try and say that again. Selesnya Conclave, um, which is one of the pre-made decks you can get. But I've changed it around a good bit, and one thing I do want to point out is I tend to overinflate my decks so far. It's something I'm really trying to work on because I'll have like 80 cards that I want, and I'm still learning the game well enough to figure out which ones are best and which ones I shouldn't put in, so I'm not overinflating my deck. But it does make me a little more resilient against those blue decks that just destroy your whole deck and you're done. So, okay, this is a good start. See, you see here I've got a little over 80 cards, and they've got a little over 60, which is about right. At least about right for what people usually do. So I'm going to start with the planes here, so I can go ahead and get that healer's hog out quickly. Excuse me. Wow, that gravel in my voice is really coming out again. Okay, it looks like they're also a white Impassioned Orator deck. So this is going to be interesting. A Johnny's Pride mate. Okay. Let's go with one of these. Another Johnny's Pride mate. Those are going to start snowballing really quick. At least they don't have lifelink yet. That's gonna hurt. Ooh. let's go with that. So I've got something that can do some blocking. So this is very much a swarm deck. The goal is I've got a lot of the cards in here that are just a couple mana and create several creature tokens. And the goal is to try and heal a lot of life with these until I get out a card, which I hope to see soon. And that's the problem with the inflated deck. But let's take out your means for healing and buffing them up. Hope they don't have a oops card. They do. It's still enough to bring them down, though. Shoot. I should have been attacking with them since he's been tapping everything. I feel very silly. Decline. That'll be it. He's only attacking with one of them because he's not sure what I'm saving mana for. That was it. Okay. Let's go with... this. Goodbye. They have so many cards, but they haven't drawn any lands, so that's really what's saving me here. Oh, goodness. Why don't I hold on to that for a bit? And here come the vampires. Okay, it's one of these decks. Let's see. Well, I could go with that. Why not both? Good game. So yeah, that deck kind of just like snowballs until it's an avalanche, and I really enjoy it. Ooh, shiny. So here's what I've already got, what I've got in it so far. It's pretty bloated because like I can't make myself throw things out very well, and I really need to, but I enjoy the different ways it can play out as well. Because that one I didn't even see any of what I consider my key card in this deck, which is this one. And when I get the swarm out, I just attack with one thing with lifelink each turn, and it becomes huge as it attacks. And I kind of love that. That one creature being kind of the avatar of all the rest. So, let's see. I also want to show off this one. This one is really close to the standard that it was to begin with. I've left it with the same splash art and everything. But I've just edited it around a bit and added a few cards and tweaked it. Same avatar. Ooh, I really like this one, but it's really hard to pull off. Because a game with this deck almost never goes late game enough to pull that off. I don't have any instants in my hands, so this is going to be... This is really going to be a gamble. Let's start with that. I've got a lot of other lands here. I really need to get some instants in my hand early. All blue so far. Get a defender out. This deck is like a hybrid of instant damage cards and cards that react to playing instant cards. So, yeah, that does work on anything, doesn't it? Ouch. Okay, then. they're saving mana again. Dang. I really like these. These are something I added to the deck. And maybe I like them a little too much, but I really, really like them. Please don't counter it. I know you're going to. Please. Oh, there it is. Ow. Okay, well, fine. Oh, that's a shiny one. This time I can pay it if you cancel. Okay. Ugh. I mean, at the very least, they're spending all of their cards in mana just canceling my stuff, and I'm still getting cards out, so that's something. We're both getting land starved. I'm holding on to these because if I can get a couple more lands and get this out, I can really dump a lot of damage really quick. Blue-red. Interesting. Is that why you haven't been playing cards? That might be it, because if they have cards that require red mana in their hand, they've just been sitting on them. Yep, we're both blue-reds. Oof. That's a lot at this point, because they've been countering my cards. Oh. That is lovely. I need to think about maybe getting some of those in this deck. Yay. Let's hope you don't have a canceller. do. Okay. Fine then. I should have just targeted him with the shock. Well, let's see. That's fun. Wow. That's pretty nuts. Okay. Now they're getting out all the lands. Hello, I see we are based off the same deck. Ow. Okay. Actually getting that one out this game. So this one does a lot. Oh no. Yeah, this is based off the same deck. I have one of these as well, but they got theirs out first. That's gonna hurt. So, anytime I cast any instant or sorcery, which is my whole thing, he's going to make them draw a card and hurt me. That's gonna start stacking up really quick. But I think I can make it work to my advantage. Yes. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. So he got his Parun out before I did, but then I stole it. Oh, that was fun. Felt like it was close too, because they were pretty close to just snowballing and steamrolling me under. So wow. Hi there. I see there are a couple folks joined. Hope you're having fun with this. I know I am. There's one more deck I want to showcase and show off a bit. This one is started off as based off just the classic green Forest's Might deck, and I've added a lot to it. I'm gonna go ahead and show what it's got in it. It is, again, a pretty inflated deck, but its label as a blue-white is a little misleading because I don't actually have much blue and white in here. I have a couple of cards that need blue mana, and one that needs white mana. But part of the ways I get those is from tap to add mana cards, if I remember right. I might have removed a number of those out, though, in which case I definitely need to tweak what I'm keeping in here. I very well may have removed most of those, so yeah, now that I'm looking at it, there's not really any way for me to use that. This one is just so useful, because a couple of the black and red expensive creatures and planeswalkers just absolutely dumpster this deck. I think I might need to go ahead and add a couple more of those hybrid lands. Which a couple more lands would not hurt anyway. There we go. Oh, and then there's that one. Well, let's go. Give it a go. But yeah, this one's pretty much straightforward. Can I overwhelm you with giant green enemies? Okay. I'm not sure why I still have this when I removed most of the creatures I tapped for mana. Although I do still tap lands for mana when they're creatures, so that might be why. It's been a while since I used this deck as much. Still, free play. Might as well. And we've got Season of Growth in the opening hand, and if there's a really key card to this deck, it's that one. Okay. Because that one really helps keep the card draw going. It's also gorgeous art. I love that. I don't know if I've pointed this out to y'all before, but most of you who know me probably already know I love trees, and I love art of trees, or like tree people, or any of that. So it's gonna take me a bit more before I can get this stuff going. I might have to go ahead and toss out that Hydra. Even though I won't really be able to maximize it just because I don't have another creature to play. Okay, they're going flying and defense a lot with blue card draw. Makes sense. Okay, they liked what they saw. It's not a good sign for me. All right, I guess we have to do it this way. Let's go for that. Yeah, I could use more lands. So I really want to get more of these. So far I've got like 3 of Gargaros Vicious Watcher, which is a Hydra that makes other Hydras cheaper to play, but is legendary. So you can only have one of it out. And I've only got one of these. So it's kind of a little disproportionate. Okay, you're going to hit me with a bird. Yep. Cool. All right. Yeah, just for good measure, let's go ahead and buff this up some more. Because then I'll get card draw. And we can start maybe whittling through those walls. Or not. Okay. Well, that's really annoying. Okay. Let's go ahead with that one for now. Okay, well, fine. More birds. So just attacking with one this time, since they just played that one. Alright, might as well get this out there. And it doesn't look like I've got any sign of getting Nessa sometime soon, so... I think I'm going to go ahead and get this out there. I think I'm good on those. Did those not get shuffled or something? And watch the unsummon happen again. No? Okay. Okay. This card draw is definitely something impressive. Okay. Wait. No, that still wouldn't add up to enough. But I think I'll do it anyway. One of the tapped forests. And let's wreck some stuff. All of their attackers are flying, so let's just go all out. Again, I'm only doing this well because they got land starved. Not bad damage reduction, all things considered. Good game. So again, that deck could stand to do with some unbloating, but my favorite thing about it is that is the card I put as the cover there. This is the first, I think the first rare or very rare I got. And she's absolutely gorgeous. I love these kind of characters where it's just like an avatar of the wood and the forest. They really speak to something inside me. But first off, whenever you tap a forest for mana, add an additional, and that stacks if you've made that forest a creature with the Leyline of Abundance, and that's passive. So if you wind up needing to dump a lot of mana to cast something big, like one of those Hydras, and you just want to make it ridiculous, then you can do that. She gains favor by taking a non-creature land you control, untapping it, making it an elemental creature with vigilance and haste with 3 counters. That's still a land. And the way it's worded, Wakeroot Elemental can use that land to make it a 5/5 with haste and those 3 counters still. So it becomes an 8/8 if you 2-step the same ones. So if you get both of these out, it's kind of just chain reactioning all your forests into giant elementals. And at some point, I might retune this deck to be a little less just about any random trampling large creatures and make it a bit more about elementals specifically, because that would be a lot of fun to see, particularly with some of the green-red cards out there. I know there's a lot of really good Chandra cards for elementals, and I've never built a Chandra deck before, so. But anyways, I think I've rambled on long enough for now. I just kind of wanted to show off some decks and try some things. I'm going to give it a shot and bring out this one again and see if I can get those other 2 achievements before I go. Oh, hi. Tristan, thanks for joining us. I don't know who that is, and I'm not a bro, but I appreciate it. I do have a really low, gravelly voice. So, if you wouldn't mind, let me know who Ashiok is. Especially if it's something I'm missing out on fandom-wise. Let me see. I'm gonna go with it. Okay, green, black. There's a fungus among us. Okay. So this deck is probably... Ooh, that's pretty. This deck is probably going to be about throwing things away and then pulling them out of the graveyard. I should have gone with this static field first. Okay. this is gonna hurt. Let's at least get some defenses out. They are still holding on to 1 mana, but I really don't want to take all that damage. Let's go with this. And no more vulture. Ooh, interesting. I haven't seen those before. That's new to me. Yep. Nuke. Let's hold on to that so that it makes them think I've got something up my sleeve. These Technicolor swamps are definitely a bit trippy. I think I have seen that before. Oof. That's horrifying. They are fungus liches. Fungus zombies. There's so many like cool combinations of stuff in this game. I love it. Gonna go ahead and spin that before it's my turn. Okay, I'll take it. Oh shoot. Okay. Like, I really want to get this out and start just absolutely blowing them up, but I feel like if I give them another turn out with that, I'm going to have a bad time. Heck with it, let's go for it. I do love that stuff. Like, that stuff you only get in your head, in your imagination, when you're playing at a table with one of these games. And it's pretty validating. You know, I really don't think I should this time. I could cast this from my graveyard, but I ought to save them for blocking in case I need that. And it wouldn't do anything through the Lich. This is a really cool card background. Maybe they don't have me quite as cornered as I think they do. Or maybe they do. A forest. Okay. What's that going to give them enough mana to unleash? Yeah, I'm going to block with that. Sacrifice for the greater good in this case. Which is me not dying. Unfortunately, I've only got one instant I can throw here. But come on, give me a 1 mana. Oh, okay. You knew just what he wanted. What she wanted. My mistake. And if that's also just going after the avatar. here. Okay, that's horrifying. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty much toast here. I just wanted to cast as many spells as I could for the daily at that point. Got one and almost got another. Well, I think I'll give it one more shot on my own, but I hope y'all had fun. We're coming up on an hour even, and that seems like a good place to cut it off. Thanks for coming along with me on the stories, and I know this time it's just a card game for story, but I'm really enjoying it. It's got a lot of different bits of story and tidbits and art in it, and it's really beautiful as a game. So, until next time, bye.